Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope all is good with you guys. Thanks for swinging by. Trying something a little different today. We're gonna try on some chill vibes, as the kids say. Is that what they say? Chill vibes. Some music. See what y'all think of that. Let me know if the volume is good. Anyone out there? Luis Ovando. Yes, you are first, indeed. And for that, you have my gratitude. Bear with me here 1 second. Jumping stream to stream makes me feel like a salmon. Hey, Great Faye, how's it going? Yeah, I get what you mean. I felt bad because I was having fun watching Fabrizio, but yeah, I had already agreed to do this stream, and so here it is. So, but thanks for stopping by. Hope all is good. For those watching, yeah, we were just both watching Fabrizio Aiello. He's awesome. I'm told to care about current lingo. Good. Me too. Me too. Current lingo is for people that care about it, and I am not one. So, trying something new. I'm stealing a little something from Fabrizio. I'm trying to add some music to the background. So, how's that volume wise? Is that good out there? If I could get some confirmation, if it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. But yeah, so normally I would be streaming on Tuesday nights, but since I am going to be traveling out of town, I decided to go ahead and stream tonight. So just to make sure something was done and get something out there. I also was challenged by a good friend of mine. The name is Reverend X here on the YouTubes and on Twitch. Great streamer, good guy. He wanted me to draw Guile from Street Fighter, which I thought would be really fun. So I printed off some reference for him. And you probably noticed there is a Chun-Li there too. I thought just for the heck of it, I'll try drawing Chun-Li. And I don't know. I don't think it turned out all that great. Here's how she turned out. Some of that's getting kind of blown out here in the screen, but you can kind of see. I don't know. I thought the face turned out okay. Some of the coloring stuff kind of eh. I did a mixture of brush and dip pen on this, and that didn't always work super great with the marker, but hey. You never know until you try it, right? So, everyone's leaving town, I know, right? Yeah, well, no, Fabrizio just got back from town. Are you leaving town too, or? Road trip. Chun-Li looks great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it turned out okay. So, I don't know. This was just kind of a practice, doing some Street Fighter stuff. But for this stream, we're going to do this guy right here, Guile. Sonic Boom! And I I decided I didn't feel like staring at a screen the whole time, trying to keep it lit up for using my reference. So I decided just to print it out, so that way I've got it there. You know, easy peasy and all that good stuff. But yeah, I guess I wasn't sure if it was okay to talk about or not, but apparently the cat's out of the bag. So um, yeah, I saw Fabrizio talking about it. Yeah, you know, Creative Faye and Fabrizio Aiello, who are not unless the mountain blows. Yeah, yeah. Fabrizio and Aiello are Fabrizio Aiello and Creative Faye wanted to do a live draw stream, and for some reason they wanted me to come along, which I'm very excited for. So we'll be doing that. Dates to come. Where am I heading? I'm heading to visit some family in another state, out in the Ohio area. I got a family reunion and a birthday party to attend. So looking forward to that. I'll be coming back next Monday. So I will be here for Tuesday next week. Figure out what to draw next. But yeah, so I figured let's go ahead and get this Guile underway, and let's see what we come up with. Let's see here. I don't even know. Oh, geez. Sorry, that light is kind of flickering. I don't even know if we're... we'll see. Whatever. Creative Faye, you'd appreciate this. I have a what's Gary's beef style type beef thing with Amazon right now. I ordered a new light from them, a new light kit, and they're like, awesome, we'll get it there the next morning at like between 4 and 6 a.m. And I was like, fantastic. And then I wake up the next morning and they're like, yeah, technically I invited you both. I know. I was just joking around. It's like, well, yeah, for some reason they both wanted me along. So, hey, I'll take it. You're both a great artists. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah, so I get a message from them saying like, we attempted to deliver this, and we just couldn't, so we're just not going to deliver it. And I was like, what? And they're like, we'll try it again tomorrow. And I was like, okay, fine. And then the next day, same exact thing. They tried it again. And then that was like 4 days ago. Still haven't gotten my package. And then they're just like, yeah, just talk to your provider or talk to the shipping company. And I was like, what? So gotta get that all figured out. But anyway, griping over. Sup, Rev? How's it going, buddy? How's it going, buddy? Looking forward to seeing you coming up next few days. Guys aren't familiar, Reverend X. He's a really good dude. Twitch streamer and YouTuber, plays video games. Very entertaining guy. Good guy all around. Check him out. Glad you could make it, bud. Yeah, we're gonna try drawing Guile here at your recommendation. I don't know if you were here earlier. I tried to draw Chun-Li from Street Fighter earlier. I don't know. I think it turned out okay. I'm not exactly in love with it, but it was a fun little practice. I don't know if you can see that. Some of the ink was smearing. It was like started smearing when I went over with the marker. So I was like, but you know, what you gonna do? Go good, yeah, man. I had to fix my settings because they did that to me a while back. Oh, I didn't realize there were settings for that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I basically just put in a request for a refund because I'm just like, look, dude, if you're not going to deliver it to me, I want my money back so I can, actually get, so I can try it again and actually get the things I want. Let's see. Trying to figure out the pose I want. Let's see here. But yeah, bro, it's gonna be awesome. But seriously, though, yeah, Creative Faye, though, thank you for that invite. I really do appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna. So if I put him here, I can kind of have this thing, and I can have one fist here, the other fist kind of up here, head kind of here. I can have this arm here. I want to make sure I can get that American flag on his shoulder, because I freaking love that. We need a Kelsey beard for the show, and you're gonna. Oh, thank you, man. I thank you, Creative Faye. I appreciate it. I tend to do a lot of the self-deprecating humor, so I appreciate it. And I definitely have the Kelsey beard. Well, I don't know if my beard's. I can't claim that. I'm happy with my beard, but yeah, Kelsey's beard is a whole. That's a whole other level. I don't know if I can quite claim Sasquatch status, but yes, I'm happy to fill the need of the bearded one, the loud bearded one on the stream. But yeah. Anyway, so something actually kind of exciting. I was able to actually get several pages written for my first issue of my Dominite book. I decided that instead of trying to do just one giant book, like graphic novel one shot thing, seeing what Fabrizio's been doing and some other stuff. I think I'm going to try to do it in a more of a kind of like a issue by issue format. I think that's going to be really fun. Little Bigfoot for me. Exactly. I'll take it. I can fill in for Kelsey whenever he does that. Whoa. But yeah, so it was just. Well, thank you. Yeah, so it was really fun. I decided to, I just decided, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to go for it and try to see what comes out of it. And, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it comes out. Man, one of the pages coming up, man, in that book, particularly that I wrote. Oh, I'm looking forward to drawing that. Really looking forward to drawing that. I do have a couple characters that I still need to finalize designs on. I might mess around with that on a live stream. Mess around with trying some different designs. See how that goes. I need to do some research. I'm not quite sure exactly what kind of style I want, or what kind of, I guess, style, I guess, but yeah, what kind of look I want her to have. But yeah, no, I'm stoked. I am getting that book done. I admit, I've been kind of using the whole I'm working on it as an excuse, because sometimes, there's this thing where it's like you're thinking about the book, and in your own mind it's easy to justify that as, oh well, I'm totally writing it, I'm totally working on it, totally getting stuff done, but in reality you're just kind of procrastinating. And so I've decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna get rid of those excuses and just go for it. And So yeah, I think it'll be fun. Good old hard hitting, fun fantasy action horror type story. Big tough guy barbarian. And not so noble rogue chick. I think it'll be a fun story. Yeah, I've also been binging. I did the same thing for my graphic novel, break it down the chapters and put it together when it's done. Exactly. Yeah, I know. There's this thing. It's like I've got the beginning of it, and I know how I want it to end. But there's this whole middle part that I got to figure out. You know what? This light is just flickering way too much. So bear with me here. Come on. Are you gonna behave? You gonna behave? Okay. I bought that. This is from a light kit I bought back when I was in film school 1.5 years ago. The fact that it works at all is pretty amazing. I should send you the Cerberus book. So, yes, I didn't know there was one. I would absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Thank you, Credit Faye. That'd be fantastic. Well, I saw some of the stuff that was it Pete was doing, or he was doing the printing on the newsprint. He was just printing it himself on newsprint paper, which I thought seemed kind of cool. But I know that's going to be a lot of ink and a lot of time to print multiple books and then binding them all. But so I don't know how good I would be at that. But yeah, any resources, any help you have that you're willing to share, I would greatly appreciate it. So you took Aaron's route. So you took Aaron's route. So I guess I'm not quite following. I mean, if I could be as successful as Aaron, I would be very grateful for it. Wraith of God is just a fantastic book series. I'm so excited for the third book. Yeah, he opened it to other creators. Yeah. Film School to Comics. Yes, yes, yes. So that's something that Aaron and I definitely have that in common. So like on Graybeards, there's been a few times he's mentioned like the real like pretentious film students, when they're doing all the critiques of everybody's work, and it's like, man, that hit home. That that brought back some memories, man. It's like, oh, bro, I know that too well. I know that all too well. They're like, so what were you trying to say when you chose that angle? It's like, well, it was a small room, and that was the only place that I could fit the camera and it actually work all right. And then they just give you that look, and you're just like, shut up, like you weren't thinking the same thing. And don't you dare, oh man, don't you dare besmirch our Lord and Savior Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not that I don't like those guys, but yeah, there's some of those fanatics that are just like, man, everything these guys do is gold. I went to art school, so I know it too. Okay, yeah. You definitely get it. Yeah, art school has always been an intriguing concept to me. I've always been interested in it, but yeah, I don't know, it just didn't really work out. But I don't know. I have this thing with school though. It's like when you give me assignments and like I have to do something for a grade, I'm just instantly not going to do it because I just I'm just like I just lose interest, and I'm just like, nope, not gonna, just not gonna. So like, so it's probably for the best for me. I prefer John Carpenter's. Yes, John Carpenter's great. I mean, obviously, The Thing is fantastic. Big Trouble Little China. It's been way too long since I've seen that movie, but yeah, I need to see that again. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not crapping on Tarantino or Nolan. I do like a lot of their movies too, but I don't know. I have this bad habit when I see a bunch of people just swooning over somebody, especially in a like that universal, just like everybody loves this guy, right? My initial thought is just to go, are they though? But like, yeah, like for Nolan, my first Nolan movie actually I ever saw was Memento, and I freaking love that movie. The Mouth of Madness. I need to see that one. That is on my long list of movies to watch. No joke, Creative Fate. I have a literal Google document list of all of the movies that I need to watch still, and that one is definitely on there. I know I need to see that one. Event Horizon. I need to see, but no, I've heard Mouth of Madness is fantastic. I like that. I love that kind of Lovecraftian horror type stuff, and I heard that's very much up the alley there. Was that a John Carpenter film? I didn't realize. Was that John Carpenter that did that? Okay, yeah. I gotta get the. It's not Guile without his amazing haircut. Let's see. I don't know what you call that. Is that like a eraser hair fro? Yes. Okay. I did not realize that that was John Carpenter. All right. Good to know. I'll push it up a little higher on the list. For sure. For sure. Yeah. The last movie I saw was the most recent one I should say I seen was that Superman movie, and eh, let's just, let's just say I'm definitely open to seeing something better. Charlton Heston, nice. Isn't Sam Neill in that one too? I think Critical. That's the one I'm thinking of because, like, I know Critical Drinkers videos. He uses a clip a lot of Sam Neill on a public bus, just screaming his head off and freaking out some lady. I want to say that's from that movie, but I could be wrong. Yes, it is from that movie. Awesome. I love Sam Neill. I love Sam Neill. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. I have a long list of movies I need to watch. But yeah, you've convinced me. Mouth of Madness. I'm going to move that up towards the top of the list. Yeah, Sam Neill, man, he doesn't hold back. When it's time to act, and especially going crazy, he does it. Yeah, well, it's like I was watching one of Fabrizio's replays, and felt a little called out because he was talking about how all comic book fans have this giant stack of to read comics, and felt not gonna lie, couldn't help but feeling a little called out on that. Like, I still have Cordrath on there. I got to read. I've got a bunch of um, older comics that single issue, back issues that I bought. I got a collection of, Born Again by Daredevil, Born Again. I got the Craven's Last Hunt. I got all that stuff I got to read. Yeah. And like, I also feel terrible because my it was my birthday. My birthday present last year. Was it my birthday or was it Christmas? I can't remember. My stepdad got me this amazing book. It's freaking gigantic. The book is I can't even fit it on the screen. It's massive. It's like 700 pages of Fantastic Four, all like Jack Kirby art and that kind of stuff. And it's basically an 11 by 17 size hardcover. And I've read some of it and I loved it, but I got to get back to it. I got to read some more of that. Yeah, that book is just an absolute monster. Let's see. I don't know if I want him to have that big of a nose. Let's see. So, Faye, do you have something you're working on that you're able to talk about? If not, that's fine. Just curious. I'm trying to figure out how to make this hair work and have it. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Give him the widow's peak. Six-page mini comic. Nice. Can't wait to check it out. Yeah, anybody watching right now, if you're not familiar, Creative Faye is a great artist in her own right. So please, yeah, go check her out. Okay. They live in the Mouth of Madness parody. Nice. They Live. That's another one. I've seen a lot of clips of it, but I haven't watched it all the way through. That one's on my list. I love that clip of I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick some ass, and I'm all out of gum. I love that line so much. I need to quit slacking. Actually, my stepdad did get that Jaws 4K Blu-ray, and we watched that, and that was awesome. Of course, I've seen Jaws before, but yeah, it's been a bit. Let's see. Yeah, that's a fun movie. I love that bit where the guy's like, "It's a tiger shark," and the one guy just goes, "A what?" It will never not be funny to me. Let's see, is that off? Can't tell. It's good enough. Can't tell if that's skewed or not. I think it kind of... Currently watching the new King of the Hill. Is that any good? Is that any good? Because I love the original King of the Hill show. One scene in the original King of the Hill that it'll never not be funny to me. There's an episode where this, babe starts working at Dale's extermination or exterminator company, and she completely starts hitting on him like very blatantly, like is flirting with him. And so far, yeah, good. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, the girl's like obviously flirting with him, but of course Dale is just super oblivious because in his mind, this girl is just clearly super enthusiastic about exterminating bugs and stuff. And yeah, Mike Judge, I love Mike Judge, so yeah, I'll have to. That's good to know. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, and to the point where finally, yeah, towards the end of the episode, they're having this picnic late at night under the stars, you know, and he's going on this whole diatribe about, you know, this pest or this pest, and you know, this is how you deal with that kind of a thing. And she starts leaning in. She basically makes a move, and then you just see it dawn on him. He just goes, "Wait a minute, are you trying to know me?" And that line will just never not be funny to me. You trying to know me? Yeah, good enough. Okay. Just a curiosity, I got some music in the background. Is that even coming through? Can you guys hear that at all? All right. Then we'll just have that fall off like so. Cool art. Christina Sandij? Cool art. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're all good. No, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that would be even more annoying or not to have music or not, but thought I'd give it a shot. I know not everyone's quite the metalhead like I am, so didn't want to scare people away. So welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. I think that's good enough for that. So we're gonna go ahead and be right back. Sounds good. Sounds good. So now I'm just gonna lighten this up a bit with the eraser so I can ink it. Without having all that pencil in the way. Oh, to draw too? Awesome, awesome. What kind of stuff do you like to draw? Do you post it anywhere? I'd love to see it. I love geeking out about art, so yeah, anybody that draws, I'm immediately interested. Let's see. Inevitably, you're going to end up with a handful of stuff, so as an artist, so just accept that. It's going to happen. Let's see. want to get those sharp. Thank you so much. You're very kind. I really appreciate that. You said you're an artist too. So do you post anything, or what kind of art do you do? I gotta tell you, this is my first time really trying out these Faber-Castell pit pens, and so far so good. Draw myself in other cartoons. Awesome. That's awesome. Do you post it anywhere? Yeah, I gotta say, so far, these pit pens are pretty nice. In the Mark Art videos? Okay, awesome. Glad to know. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, and for those tuning in, I usually do my regular weekly streams on Tuesday nights, but I'm going to be traveling starting tomorrow, and I'll be gone for the week. So I'm just doing this stream tonight to make up for it. But I've been trying to stream a lot more regularly during the week too, just because it helps keep me drawn, helps keep me going. So yeah. So if you're interested in seeing anything else, yeah, please check out the channel. There's plenty on there, and yeah, I'd love to see stuff you post. What I would love is for people to draw along and like show me some of the stuff they've done. Ah, that would be so cool. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. For sure, for sure. Us artists need to stick together, so I'm all about it. Yeah, sorry if my light's flickering. I know most of you. I think Faye was Creative Faye was the only one here to listen to my big rant against Amazon. But I'm working on trying to get some new lights. And Amazon has decided to make that unnecessarily difficult, which I do not appreciate. But what you gonna do? Very cool art. Thank you very much. Are you a Street Fighter fan by chance? Yeah, I always thought Guile was a fun character. Let's see. Sonic Boom! Yeah, kind of botched those eyes, but ah well. Okay. Gotta get Guile's American flag in there. And my plan is to do the, I'm going to do the stars with white out after I do the coloring. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's try. Okay. Favorite color? Oh man, I'm not the best with favorites, but I don't know. Probably red, if I had to guess. I'm very much a sucker for red and black color scheme on anything. I'm just sitting here hoping my my light holds out here. You can do it, bud. You can do it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get the brush tip out. Now this thing is kind of cool. It's basically kind of like a brush. And it's pretty nice. Cool, cool. I think we're going to do the David Finch thing and just block block out this whole section. I remember being 29. Good times. You know what? I'm just going to use the big brush for this guy. My Python, yeah.
What is your favorite color?
Blue. No.
You must answer me these questions 3. Ere the other side ye see. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the capital of Assyria?
Thank you. Yeah, big Monty Python fan. Yeah, when I was in college, I took part in a theater production of Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and we were all in charge of. The actors were helping build the sets, so I was working on it, and found out me and a few of the other guys were all Monty Python nerds, and so over the course of the day while we were building things, we were able to basically quote and reenact the entire movie of Holy Grail. Oh my God, that was a good day. If one of us got stuck, someone else would pick up, and oh yeah, it was good stuff.
You suggesting coconuts migrate?
Not at all.
It's not a question where it grips it. Simple matter, weight ratios.
Alrighty. Certainly telling us a lot about yourself there, Christina. Terry Gilliam is another director I enjoy a lot. Brazil, Imaginary Time. You know, I need to see Brazil again. I watched that in one of my film classes, and I don't think I was, I don't know, in the right level of understanding to appreciate that movie. I need to watch that again. And Dr. Parnassus I have not yet seen. I do need to see that though too. That's another one on my list. I really liked, speaking of Terry Gilliam films, I really liked 12 Monkeys. I thought it was a phenomenal movie. I know Terry Jones did a movie called Lyle the Kindly Viking, which is a strange movie, but it's fun. It's got Tim Robbins in it. They did the DVD I got it from a Blockbuster back in the day when those still existed, and they had the director's son's cut. Saw both in high school. Nice. Yeah, one of my I had a film history class in film school, and we watched a bunch of different types of movies, and Brazil was one of those. And I admit I didn't quite get it, but I know that's more me than the film. I need to watch that again. Christina, you're telling us a lot about yourself. Are you wondering if 12 Monkeys is good? I always forget he did that one. Yeah. That was the first one I saw that I really gained some respect for not Terry, for Brad Pitt as an actor. I mean, obviously I loved him in Fight Club, but I don't know. Yeah, seeing him do all that twitching around and all that stuff he was doing, I was like, all right, respect. Yeah, Time Bandits. That's another one on my list I need to watch. Yeah, I know a lot of people love that movie, and I need to see it. Then of course the joke was, yeah, you were a film major and you haven't seen whatever movie. And then I go, yeah, well, have you seen Sullivan's Travels? Then I get a blank look, and then I go, well, then shut up. And, but yeah, Time Bandits, that's another one on my list. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's see something here. Bear with me just a moment. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh my God, me too. Movies, comics, you get me going, I will go all day. And have. Yeah, there's, same. I've seen a lot of movies, and I've seen a lot of, but yet there's always those big ones that everyone's all like, I love this movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be a big movie. Haven't seen it. Yeah, I definitely need to, like I said, I've got a giant, Word, Google Doc list. What attracted me to film school? Well, frankly, I mean, I was always drawing and I was always a fan of comics, but I don't know. I thought for some reason I would have a better chance at actually making a living doing film work than comics. And I was living in Michigan at the time. That's where I'm from originally. And my senior year of high school, the state of Michigan put in a tax incentive for film productions. And so, it was actually starting to build up a bit, and I was really excited. And so the plan was that by the time I graduated college, film school, I could just move right on into working on the projects coming into Michigan. But sure enough, my senior year of film school, Michigan decided to cut those tax incentives and therefore killing that industry. So so it's like, whatever. So I did wedding videos and corporate videos for a few years, and that was pretty soul crushing. And so I always joke that I have a film degree, which is why I worked in banking for so long. Woot woot. Hey, thanks, sis. Thanks for coming in. Hope all is good. My sister's here, chat, so behave yourself. Trying to think. One movie that I always thought didn't get quite the I don't know, credo. I don't know. doesn't get enough love, in my opinion, that it deserves is one called Four Brothers. It's a great movie, Mark Wahlberg. I also love movies like Road to Perdition, which that one was filmed here. What's up? What's up? Drawing Guile from Street Fighter. Sonic Boom! Noodling with the inks to the point where I'm probably going to ruin it here soon, so, you know, that's always fun. Give them those. Yeah, I'm always struggling trying to get that kind of thicker line. You know, it's, there we go. And yeah, so we're just chipping away here, trying to make sure I got these lines looking interesting before I go into colors. And I also want to make sure this ink dries, because the thing about these Faber-Castell is they are actual India ink, and so they need to you need to make sure they're fully dried before you go over them with the markers, because I have had them just bleed like crazy, and that is no fun. That is no fun. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty. All right, I think that's good enough for government work, as they say. So go ahead and get that pencil under there, get that all the way the rest off, and then we can move into some coloring. You like any foreign films? Absolutely. Trying to think. Well, I mean, I love the Edgar Wright Cornetto trilogy. I love that. You know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You know, any of those Akira Kurosawa films. Seven Samurai. He did what's the other one? I'm always forgetting. Rashomon was Akira Kurosawa, which is a fantastic movie. Trying to think of some other ones that come off, and a lot of them ones I think of that first come to mind are the British ones, but yeah, no, I'm always open to recommendations. I love was it Run Lola Run? Was it a German movie? That was pretty fun. Eva Mins, hello. Thanks for coming in. Hope all is good. Hope all is good with you. It's not a name I'm familiar with, so thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Make sure I get all that pencil off. There. Okay, now, coloring time. This will be interesting, because I don't know if I have a great marker for what you drawing. I'm drawing Guile from Street Fighter. That buddy of mine recommended this one. I thought it would be fun. I did Sub-Zero last Tuesday, and there seemed to be a consensus in the chat that um, there seemed to be a few more Street Fighter fans in the chat than this one. Spaced, yes, yes, that's a great show. God, I haven't watched that one in forever. But yeah, but that whole Cornetto trilogy is great. I mean, Hot Fuzz is one of those just like perfect movies. Of course, Shaun of the Dead, like all endlessly quotable. You got red on you. There was one British show we watched a lot in college. It's called Grifters. That was really fun. It was a procedural type show, but it was a group of con men turned good, and so they would use their cons to take care of bad guys. So they were good people that would do cons. That was actually a really fun show. It was pretty clever, and some of the stuff they came up with. So that's an easy recommend. Of course, old school Guy Ritchie. Snatch is one of my all-time favorite movies. Black Books is pretty good too. I'll have to check that one out. I will check that one out. I've still got those comics you recommended, Creative Faye. I've still got those written down here. So I'll definitely be, yeah. So when I say I have a list, I mean it. But yes, I will definitely be. I got a long list of things to check out, but I'm always open to recommendations, especially when they're good. Good stuff. I'm trying to think. Cool. Yeah, my internet's pretty horrible, so better leave. Yeah, okay, no worries. Eva Menace, thank you so much for the follow on Twitter on Twitch. I really appreciate it. I know I said I was going to get to color, but apparently I lied. I get kind of addicted to these 0.5s. You know what, Christina? No offense, but I think I'm just going to give you a little bit of a timeout because I'm not 100% sure you're a real person or not. So bear with me here. Does this guy have a sound effect? Well, his big move is Sonic Boom! And he kind of slams his arms together and shoots out this kind of like tornado-y disc thing. Sonic Boom! Otherwise, yeah, I think most games he's kind of like voiced like, I'm Guile. You will obey me, because I am in charge. America! Kind of thing. One of the best haircuts in video games. else has been. But yeah, as far as stuff I've been watching, honestly, most of what I've been watching lately is just been YouTube. I discovered a bunch of those Mythbusters episodes have been put on YouTube, and so I've been kind of having those on in the background while I draw. Paul from Tekken has the same hairdo. You know what? You're right. You're right. I've forgotten about that. God, I haven't played Tekken in way too long. Good call. But yeah. Well, it's like it seems like all of those main fighting games, they all have their own analogs for each other, you know? Like they all have a Bruce Lee counterpart. And yeah, a lot of carryover between them. It's kind of fun. Yeah, but honestly, my go-to when I played in Street Fighter was Zangief. Zangief, the Red Cyclone. He was one of those that like people slept on a lot because they're like, oh, he's too slow and his grapples are hard to use. But man, when you figure out that timing on him, oh, he can dish out some damage, and he can be pretty gnarly. Who's the guy in Tekken that has the like the lion head? Great fan. I don't know if you know him. He's like, or it has like a lion, or like a leopard or something. Just want to make sure everything's perfectly dry before I. All right, here we go. Storm Brothers inspired Raiden for Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay. King, that's right. That's right. It's been way too long since I played Tekken. Anyone remember that game, Battle Arena Toshiden? That was one I was a big fan of back in the PS1 days. There's a dude, Grundle. He's a big guy with a hammer. So naturally, I liked him. King's my favorite. Yeah, I gotta play Tekken again. It's been way too long. Yeah, I can't even remember King. I remember King being really good. Who's the main guy in that? The main character, the older guy. He's got that crazy kind of Wolverine haircut, but he's bald on top. He's like one of the main dudes in Tekken. I remember I used to be able to do pretty well with him. Then there was, yeah, like I said, I'm a little out of practice with my Tekken lore. But I remember him being really fun, the other old guy. It's a trope that I always loved in Kung Fu movies. The old master you just didn't want to mess with. Alex, the boxing... Yes! Yes! The boxing... I forgot about him. Oh, you're bringing back some memories. Yeah, he's like he's in a lot of the promotional pieces. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I used to play him quite a bit. He doesn't have any weapons or anything. He's all hand-to-hand combat, and but yeah, he was really good. Of course, Soul Calibur was probably the one I played the most, honestly. Out of Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat were probably my two main fighting games. Like I know in Soul Calibur, like Keelik was really cheap, but man, I liked him. I could take out anybody as Keelik. Or the chick with the tonfas. Dang it, I'm blanking on it. ruining my... Losing my nerd cred here. Tammy, I think her name was. Yeah, of course, I had the version that had Spawn in it because yeah, Soul Calibur 2. I remember the different consoles had different guest characters. So like Nintendo had Link. I forget who PlayStation had, but yeah, but I remember Xbox had Spawn, and he was incredible in that game. Soul Calibur 2. Getting a little bit of ink pickup here, so I'm trying to be careful about that. I don't know, I've always kind of gravitated towards like the big characters. Spawn in Mortal Kombat 2. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, Spawn was in Call of Duty? When did that happen? Of course, I guess they got Seth Rogen in Call of Duty, so why not have Spawn? He at least had a military background. That's funny. Oh my god, yeah, using all those Spawn weapons to take out Nazis. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd be down. Especially if they got Keith last year? Okay, missed that. Yeah. Especially if they got Keith David back to do the voice. I'd be down. Get out. You're not welcome here. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played a ton of Call of Duty. I've never really much of an online shooter guy. I was usually more of a fighting games or RPGs are kind of my forte. Like was it Injustice? Gods Among Us was a great game. Especially the second one. I got pretty good with Atrocitus. I really liked him. He has a cool moveset. Keith David's in the new King of the Hill, at least the first episode. Okay. I love Keith David, so yeah. What's that streaming on? Is that on that's, well, I guess, yeah, well, it's Fox, right? So it's probably on Hulu, I'm guessing, because Disney owns them now. No, but I love Mike Judge. It's like, yeah, I had one of those moments where it just kind of hit me. It's like Office Space, yeah, Hulu. Yeah, it's like Office Space, King of the Hill, and then whatchamacallit, Idiocracy. I just realized, man, you're just like, wow, I just seem to like everything this guy does. And sounds like one of my neighbors triggered their panic alarms on their phone, on their car. So sorry about that. Idiocracy. Yeah, I love that. I love that movie.
Brondo, the thirst mutilator. It's like a monster truck. He can pour it on your face.
Okay, neighbor, you can turn off your car alarm now. Guess they're just gonna let this one ride. Yeah, I know you can hear it. It looks like the. So sorry about that, folks. Come on, man. Then there's that split second where you have to second guess. Is that your car going off? Which it's not. Family tree bit. Yeah. I admit it's been a while since I've seen that movie. But yeah, I love the... yeah. I remember when it first came out on... they did this viral marketing thing on YouTube with the Brondo commercials. And I always loved those. Yeah, they were just like,
it's like a monster truck. You can pour it on your face. It's got electrolytes. What are those? I don't know, but they're incredibly awesome, and Brondo is full of them.
Wow, for real? Sorry about that car alarm, guys. It's a little dark. Let's see. Might be a little lighter. It's a little too... Trying to find a good like army green color. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Of course, let's take Terry Crews in that movie. It's phenomenal. Ah, finally. But yeah, I usually can tell when someone and I are destined to be friends if I make like a Firefly reference or a Big Lebowski reference, and they pick up on it, then I'm like, we're destined to be friends. Someone's trying to call me while I am streaming. Bear with me. There we are. Let's see. This is probably the most red I get. It's a little too purple than red. Yeah, we'll go with that. Firefly is a good show. Haven't seen The Big Lebowski. That is one you need to add to your list. But yeah, great movie. I'm a big Coen Brothers fan, so yeah, Big Lebowski is a great movie. It's very quotable. Just good fun. Can't go wrong with Jeff Bridges and John Goodman being stoners. The Riddick series. I saw the Chronicles of Riddick. No, you know what? Yeah, I saw the first two. I saw the one with Carl Urban, and then I think Carl Urban was the bad guy in it. And then I saw there's that one they did before it, which was the more low budget one. Yes. So I have seen those. Those are pretty fun. Hey, Mom, how's it going? All right, I just need the bluest of blues. What's the bluest of blue that I have? Is this good blue? That's a good blue. Let's go with that. And then I'm going to do the stars of white out. That's the theories anyway. That's the theory anyway. But yeah, I'm always going into places. I'm like, yeah, I really like what you did. That rug really ties the room together. Of course, Sam Elliott. That's always a win. I've seen no queen in her damn undies. That's right. Okay, yeah. So I've seen Pitch Black, and then I saw the Chronicles of Riddick. So those are the two that I've seen. I remember enjoying those. It was a while ago, so I won't pretend that I remember them all that well. But yes, I did see those. I remember them being really fun. Pretty fun, though. I think. I don't know. This song is giving me Titanic vibes. I think I'm going to skip this one. Let's try the next one. There. Christina, thank you very much. Trying to just get that little bit of that three-dimensionality going. Let's see. Sorry, sometimes I forget to talk when I'm drawing. So I'm going to come in with the back with that original color. I'll tell you what, let me get one more shadow in here. if it has enough ink in it. I'm going to try to blend it a little bit more. In some spots, anyway. It's the Koha stream. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, like, I tend to, I'm very much an out loud thinker, so just talking in general is, while I'm drawing, is not really a problem, but trying to talk and say things that people find interesting are, it's a different animal. It's a very different animal. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. So anybody that missed the initial announcement, yeah, Creative Faye and Fabrizio Aiello and I are going to be doing a live stream together. Was it the 18th? And I am really looking forward to that. It's going to be 4 o'clock Central Time. But yeah, it's fun to have people to bounce off of. And based on the stream, the stuff I've seen of Fabrizio, I feel like he and I are gonna get along great. He seems like a really good dude. Amazing artist. I think he looks like we have a similar sense of humor, so. I don't live in the swamp like Kelsey does, but I'm fine with being the Sasquatch of the group. Just give him a little bit of shading, a little bit. Just get a little bit of form going there. Okay, now what color is his eyes? Very blue eyes. I've interviewed Maurizio. He's really nice. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, he seems like a really good guy. Based on the videos of his I've seen so far, I'm really excited. Well, I'm excited too because I'm excited to annoy him with a bunch of questions and pick his brain and see what I can learn from him. I grew up in the Washington wetlands, so close enough. Sounds good. Well, I grew up in Michigan, so I don't know what you would call that. The Michigan tundra. Yeah, no, I was relating with Fabrizio what he was saying earlier about not being a fan of the hot weather, because that is totally me. Yeah. Wait, so you were in the city? No, I grew up in technically a suburb, and it was weird because it was like 10 minutes one direction was the beach, Lake Michigan Beach. 10 minutes another direction was a not so great great part of town. And then another direction was like this just wonderful beach town. So like it was just kind of, and there's other parts that were just absolute boonies. So it was just kind of a mix of everything. Yeah, I guess you can call me yeah, I'll take city. I'll take city. That's fine. I'm not much of like a big city guy though. I know I've heard this stereotype a lot of people have about Michigan that it's all just Detroit and car factories and stuff like that, which hey, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so I always have to tell people like, no, there's more to Michigan than just factories in Detroit. Most Michiganders don't claim Detroit. That's all right. I live in Omaha now anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, that thing they say about Midwesterners being really nice. A lot of truth to that. A lot less grumpy out here. Yeah, I went back to Michigan for the 4th to go meet some family, and yeah, like one of the first gas stations we stopped at after crossing the border. The girl working there, she was his high school girl. She clearly had no interest in being there. She just wanted her day to end as soon as possible. Mutual of Omaha. Yep, that is definitely a thing. For sure. These are supposed to be instrumentals. You know what? I don't know if the music is a good idea or not. we'll just go without the music. Unless anyone strongly objects, I can put it back on, no problem. But let's see. Yeah, Mutual of Omaha, Omaha Steaks. Oh my God, yeah, there's some great food out here. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. There's some great food out here. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you're talking about King of the Hill earlier. Yeah, it's just I'll tell you what. I got some good old food out there, I'll tell you. Is this? Okay, that's just more of a darker gray. You should have that as your opening, brought to you by Mutual of Omaha. I should do that, man. Especially if that were true, man. Ugh, I'd love to be I wouldn't mind being sponsored by them. I don't know. Would they get mad at me for saying that, even if I wasn't sponsored? I mean, what can they do, right? Just say no. I gotta work on my Richard Attenborough impression. He is the lone artist out in the wild. He hasn't seen the sun for many weeks. But here he is. Here he is indeed. Isn't that a marvelous sight? I sell propane and propane accessories. Good old Hank Hill. Yeah, back in the day, I used to pride myself on doing the voices of most of those guys. We got Hank Hill, he's kind of more. And then you got Dale. Do you have a parody version? Oh, yeah, I should. All right, that's a good idea. Well, then you got Big Old Doe Trave. You gotta bring my words. You can't really understand me. Hang on, man. I never could do Bobby. I don't know. Bobby's voice was never one I could do. Granted, he was voiced by a woman, so I don't consider that a bad thing that I couldn't do it. Trying to think what else this guy needs. Oh yeah, blue eyes. He has very, very, very blue eyes. Futurama was a good show. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have a unhealthy obsession with accents and impressions and all that stuff. Back in the day, there was this website I used to love called homestarrunner.com. You can find all the, I think all of it got transported to YouTube, but they used to have their own website. This is kind of before YouTube really started becoming a thing. They had their own website and they had all these cartoon characters. One guy named Strong Bad. Strong Bad email. You kind of do that kind of thing. And that was the way I used to impress people. Or try to, anyway. In my own mind, it was impressive. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and get some white out so I can get those stars in. Let's see how this goes. No, I don't like that one because that's going to glue up. Yeah, I guess I could add legs. Why not? All right, you talked me into it. Stick figure legs, right. I should just draw like the two little, just kind of like, kind of like the little cartoon L legs coming out from them. Well, this will be an interesting challenge drawing because his pants are camo, so this will be a interesting color challenge. See how that turns out. Okay. You're great with voices. Thanks, Mom. If all else fails, my mom is a fan of me. But yeah, like I was watching this interview Mark Miller did with. Oh my God, I'm blanking on all the names today. Oh my God, the guy that did the Punisher Max and Preacher, a lot of those. Garth Ennis. Yeah, and it was. Oh man, I would have been cool if that interview lasted for you know, 10 hours because listen to those guys and those accents. The Scottish accent from Mark Miller and that Irish accent from Garth Ennis was just, yeah, that was fun to listen to. Because he had Mark Miller going, it's like, you ever think about going out there and like, get like a real job, you know, when you're out there, you know, working like a farmer or something like that? And then Garth Ennis would be like, I've thought about it, but I don't know if I could ever get past feeding the chickens. And yeah, I was just like, oh man, I could listen to this all day. Sadly, it was only like an hour and a half interview. Thanks. Alrighty. Get some folds going. Hey, I spent most of my years through college and a few years after with a car that had no working radio, so I got really good at entertaining myself. I watched an interview with two Englishmen. After a while, you hear the ups and the downs of the tones for sure, for sure. Um, oh man, I used to work retail and throughout high school and college, and um, yeah, we get people coming in with all kinds of accents, and I just want to talk to them. I'll never forget one of my favorite ones is we had this couple came in. The wife was American, but the husband was Irish, and this is Michigan, mind you. So she picks up this Detroit Lions jersey and holds it up to her, going herself, going like, "Hey, what do you think?" kind of a thing. And he just goes, "You're never going to wear that. You're never going to wear that." Like that, and I was just like, "Ah, I want to talk to you all day. Work here, please, so I can just talk to you." Now it's on the TV. Oh man, oh man. Okay, we're just gonna do some basic. Or I remember, yeah, when I was in film school, I did a internship as a PA, which is a production assistant, so bottom of the totem pole. And yeah, we had this actor come up to me. I wasn't quite sure where he's from. I never did ask, but yeah, he had this real thick accent. He comes up to me and he's like, "Hey," he goes, "Hey mate, you got the smut on you." "What's up, Kent? How's it going? Hope all's good with you. Thanks for coming in." I was about to call it done, but then Creative Faye shamed me into giving him legs, so I figured, okay, fine. Dave Sim does voices too. He does a great Todd Neal game. Oh, I'd love to hear that. Yeah, I Todd McFarlane impression. I've never been able to nail it down. He's got such a unique voice. I've never been able to do it. You know, you just kind of you know, you just kind of do the. I don't know. To me, it kind of turns into a bad Kermit the Frog. If you ever watch those old '90s like comic book greats videos that Stan Lee did, you know, there's that great one. A couple of them where Todd were on. You hear him doing that laugh. That Yeah, I know. I know. Like I said, I turn into more Kermit every time I try to do Todd McFarlane. He's not a impression I've quite nailed down. Great detail. Thank you. Thank you. Trying. Let's see. Get a little bit more. Or Jordan Peterson. Yeah, well, Jordan Peterson's not too far. Well, Jordan Peterson is basically Kermit with a Canadian accent. You know, you just gotta go out there and you just gotta go clean your bloody room. And you just gotta go make sure you crack your voice every so often. You know, you gotta go out there and, go fight some lobsters. There's just way too much drama going on. Dave also breaks in the song a lot. Oh, Dave and I feel like would be buddies because I'm that guy too. Because like everything to me can be broken down to a movie quote or a song or song riff. Yeah, I got to meet Dave. I don't know if anybody else has this, but like sometimes too and forever. So you don't know why it's all of a sudden in your head, but it's just there, and you just can't get rid of it. But you're just like, I haven't heard this song in years. Why is it all of a sudden in my head? I don't get it. Um, well, a recent one that's been stuck in my head. This one I can't explain because I was watching my buddy Rev, who was here in the chat earlier, Reverend X, on his stream, and he started singing Alice in Chains, and so now that song's stuck in my head. You know, that whole yeah, yeah, that whole thing. And in paradise. So yeah. It's it's a true test of wills for me to not just break out in the song. All right, I think let's see. I'm just gonna go for broke here and just attempt the camouflage just with the markers. It may not be the smartest decision, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. Regardless. Where'd my Guile reference? Yeah, because it's basically like a tan, a green, and a brown, right? Yeah. So as long as you're not making a solid pattern, you can really go anywhere. You can really kind of do anything with it. And then by the dice. But like after seeing that Superman movie, of course the John Williams theme was stuck in my head. The John Williams Superman. Bum ba 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 bum 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 bum. Bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum. All right. So we need, let's see. So for camo, we need like an army green, which we're gonna do. Yeah. Just gonna be like this guy. Nope. That's not the one. I think it was this one. Is it this one? Yeah. So we get that for the green, and then we need a brown. Perfect. And then we need kind of like a tan color. Yeah, that works. Okay. Cool. Camouflage. Here we go. Camo's basically just making random shapes and try not to have too much of a solid pattern. So how's everyone out there doing on this Monday evening? Trying to think here. Oh. You know what? A discovery. I might just, tell you what, leave a few open spots here. Fair to Midland. Fair to Midland. Fair to Midland. I'm sorry, that probably did mean something a moment ago to my brain, but I clearly forgotten. Fair to Midland. Oh no, ink bleed. Bring out the brown. Just trying to make these look random. Yep, face, keep me honest. I could call this done. Nope, you got room for legs. Draw them legs. All right, fine. Oh, ask how you going. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right. I did ask that. Good. Fair to Midland. Yeah. Mondays are Mondays, right? Sounds like someone's got a case of the Mondays. Let me ask you, where you work, has anyone ever said someone has a case of the Mondays? No. No. No way, Peter, man. Pretty sure you get your ass kicked for saying something like that, man. He's got legs, and knows how to use them. He never begs, knows how to choose them. No man, you're mine. Yeah, she's alright. That'll do it. ZZ Top, man. Got to see them live twice. Both times, fantastic shows. I want to be as cool as Billy Gibbons when I'm in my 70s. Rumor spreading round in that Texas town. Yeah, I tell you, whenever I'm in my jam sessions, I just pull out that riff. Legs look awesome. Now he's not a disembodied torso like the Black Knight from Monty Python. That's true. That's true. I'll bite your legs off. Oh, I see. Running away, eh? Come back here and get what's coming to you. What you gonna do? Bleed on me? I'm invincible. You're a loony. Yeah, I know that movie way too well. You know, I love it. All right, we'll call it a draw. I could just have him do a fatality, but I was like, nope, wrong game. Oh my God. If they ever did the TV dinners. Yes. You're the only person I know of that actually knows that song exists. I love that song. I like 'em frozen, but I understand. I hear a microwaving. I'm a happy man. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Only ZZ Top can write a song about TV dinners and make it sound awesome. Nothing else to eat. Bring out your, yeah. He says he's not dead. Oh, yes, he is. He'll be stone dead in a moment. I can't take him like that. I don't want to go on the cart. Oh, don't be such a baby. I can't take him like that. He says he's not dead. Well, he will be. Just give him a moment. I feel happy. I feel happy. Not for anyone now. Bring out your dad. Like, I'm a terrible cosplayer, but I would, man, if I weren't, Oh man, that'd be fun to do. Like either the Black Knight or Benamir or Sir Robin the chicken. Man, either one of those would be great. I did go to the Grand Rapids Comic Con this past year, and yeah, past was October, I think it was, and yeah, there was a guy there dressed as the Knights of Knee, which was an awesome outfit. Although probably easily the best cosplay of that show was this guy walking around. He was dressed as Michael Myers from the Halloween movies, and he had the music of those movies playing somewhere. Like he had the speaker on him somewhere playing those, and and yeah. So all of a sudden you're just walking around, you just hear that dun 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 dun. And you turn around and there's the dude just walking super slow, and he would take times where he would like just stand in areas. That was great. Pink Floyd could do it. Oh yeah, Pink Floyd for sure. Of course, knowing them though, they turn it into some like esoteric metaphor. There's no pain, it's just the TV. We're gonna eat the frozen food. I once cosplayed as Nada from They Live. Nice. I've done one cosplay in my entire life, and it was the absolute laziest Wolverine. But you know what? I was okay with it. I met Steve Bloom, and he knew who I was, so I consider that a win. Yeah. As soon as he saw me coming up to the line, he just went, "Hey, bub," and I was like, all right, that's what matters." I'm not a very crafty person, so like I don't know, or I'm also not good at thinking those things like far enough ahead in advance. So for me, it's always just the like, oh, I should do this. I'm just gonna shade out this arm a little bit more just to kind of push it back into space a bit. I saw someone packing. Nice, nice. Um, oh, Bob Ross for sure. I could rock. I think I could rock a good Bob Ross if I got a perm wig. Just have a happy little sky, happy little tree. Guy was having a great day when he made Alaska. One of my favorite Bob Ross isms. I went through a period like Bob Ross was one of my go tos when I was trying to like fall asleep or just relax or whatever. Uh, and he would he was painting some stream or something, and he's talking about how he'd like to fish there, and he goes, "Oh, I'd love to fish there." He goes, "I never keep the fish though. I always take him out, take a picture with him, put a little bandage on his lip, give him a little pat and a toot toot, and send him on his way." That was all those episodes when he had Peapod. But yeah, no, when I did that Wolverine one, yeah, I had just gotten done with No Shave November, so my beard was pretty gnarly anyway, and so I was gonna be trimming it up quite a bit. And no, it was October. That's what it was. We were getting ready to go into No Shave November. So, a bunch of my buddies and we agreed that we would all shave, go baby faced, and then just let the beard grow out throughout the whole month of November. Which me without a beard is just nobody needs to go through that. But anyway, yeah, I was going to shave it anyway, so it wasn't much to just trim it into the big mutton chops. Cheap leather. Yeah, I had my leather jacket. I didn't even bother with the claws, which is probably a faux pas on my part. I should have gotten claws, but there's one guy there. He had an awesome Punisher cosplay, and he's like, "Wolverine, where's your claws, man?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You want to see them? Too bad, because I ain't got them." Okay, let's try. Okay, this could go horribly wrong, but you know what? No guts, no glory. Let's try. Should I do that? Should I do a cool shadow? Let's try a cool gray. Not quite dark enough. Trying to find a good shadow color for those pants. Okay. Well, it's a green gray. No, I don't know if I want to do that. Actually, that might work. No. Let's try the cool gray. Yeah, okay. I think that'll work. Yeah, I've never been much of a planner when it comes to, like, even when it's like Halloween coming up, it's like, man, I have no idea what I want to do. Get that analysis paralysis, you know? And of course, by the time I do think of something, it's way too late. It's like, oh man, I could have gotten that. I could have gotten this. Although, actually, one cosplay I was pretty proud of. I guess you can call it cosplay. When I was working at the bank back in the day, my team was like all the different teams were given a theme for Halloween costumes, and my team was Clue, and not to brag, but you know, homeboy did rock a really awesome Colonel Mustard, and man, the hardest part was finding a monocle. I don't think I even did find one, like even like a cheap one. Yeah, I couldn't find one for nothing. So I did the fly one year. Oh man, that'd be fun to see. Did you gross anybody out? Yeah, this last one I went to, yeah, there was just a bunch of things I didn't recognize, so I just assumed that they were probably manga. Um, I did see actually, yeah, the last one I went to, there were actually a fair amount of Firefly cosplays. There was a great one that I thought was really fun. Yeah, there was this lady. She was dressed as Kaylee, and her her husband was dressed as Simon, and then they had their baby with the little Jane knitted hat from Jane. I thought that was kind of sweet. That was kind of fun. Let's see. I feel like I need some kind of background element here. Pop the lens out of a magnifying glass. You know, if I had you with me there to remind me to tell me to do that, I totally would have. That did not cross my mind. That is a great idea. 1960s fly. Okay, okay. That's fun. That's fun. Um, but yeah, it's like, man, I'd love to do like a 40K cosplay or you know, um, I don't know. Who knows? I had one guy when I was at the Grand Rapids Con, there were a bunch of people dressed up in various League of Legends characters. And I was talking to one of them, and yeah, he's like, you could be a good Udyr. And I was like, all right, I could pull that off. I think I could pull that one off. Um, let's see here. You know what? Okay, I have an idea. Let's see. This might be a terrible idea, but you know what? Let's try it anyway. Wraith of God. Yeah, dude, that'd be a great one. Wraith of God would be a lot of fun. God, that's such a good book. Which cover did you get? Then I got the EC variant. I showed that for the new one, I should say. Yeah. I thought that looked awesome. I also got the I think he had like a sketchbook or something. Oh yeah, no, he had like a extra book with all the like prelims and that kind of stuff in it. Not the originals, but of course I got that because I love that behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, now one of my big regrets is that I missed out on Kelsey's Scribbles campaign. It was already well long and done by the time I discovered the show. But yeah, whenever I go back and watch those old episodes, I see those advertisements for it, and I'm like, man, I wanted that. I mean, if I were in better shape, I'd probably do like Cordrath or something. But not sure I could quite pull that one off. Let's see. Guess I could. You know what? Hold on. Where'd that go? See, is the red code? Okay, so I'll come back out with that red. Finish that out. America. America. Yeah. I'm sure this is really fascinating to watch. Yeah, one of my goals, one of my kind of near future ish kind of goals is to get better with watercolor. I've got a decent set I got from Hobby Lobby, and I like the idea of being able to just mix your own colors, and I love the look of what I've seen a lot of people do with watercolor, and I just don't. Yeah, I just need to practice with it more, get more familiar with how it works. You know what? Thanks, Jess. I don't know. It just cracks me up that with Guile, it's a Japanese-made fighting game, and they wanted to add an American character, and so they just went all in and just made him the most American they could. They gave him the tattoo of the flag on his chest, on his arm, both arms, and yeah, he's always shown on like an army base, standing in front of an American flag, just like yeah, America. 'Cause America, yeah. Let's see here. Like the flag background. Thank you. Yeah, this is kind of a spur of the moment decision, but I think it's working out pretty good. Especially since I only have to use two colors. I'm a fan of that. Let's see. An old Guile. Okay, now let's see if I can find. whiteout pens. We'll get some stars on that flag, and then I'll fix up a couple little edges here. Beautiful. So we'll just go boom, boom. I'm not going to count out all 50, but we'll just pretend. Good morning, America. How are you? Said you don't know me. I'm your native son. Exactly. There. Beautiful. Maybe we'll give him just a little highlight on the eye. Nope, nah. There. Cool. All right, I think that's gonna wrap her up. Actually, I just see a couple white spots here that I want to fill in. And yeah, I think that is gonna do it. Oh, 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 oh. A little spot here. Just cutting out the liberal states. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't count. America. That's stuck in my head. Yeah, it's funny. I got these white gel pens, and I've seen a lot of people do some awesome stuff with them, but I can never get them to work for me for whatever reason. They don't like me. There. Send you the PDF of the book. Oh, thank you. I'll definitely check it out. I'll just get a little bit more because I can. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Let's see. I can doodle with this. I could do this all day. Get ready. All right. So I think that's probably gonna call it good. Now that since Creative Faye kept me honest and got me to put those legs in, we'll call that. I think we can call that good. And let's see. Nope. And of course, every time I say that, I'm like, nope, there's this other thing I want to tweak. Nope, there's this other thing I want to tweak. Nope. I want to tweak that. I want to tweak that. I want to tweak that. All right. Call that good. All right. For reals. For reals this time. All right. So let me sign it. Not with the gray tip. With the black tip. There we go. And there we are. So let me get that in the center so it's actually not. There we go. This is a little less it's distorted. There's the actual proportions there. So there we are. That is Guile from Street Fighter. So that was a lot of fun. And I'm always open to other suggestions going forward. We haven't gotten one figured out for next Tuesday yet. So if you have any ideas, throw those out or hit me up. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Again, I will not be streaming tomorrow night because I will be traveling, which is why I did my stream tonight. And yeah, keep on the lookout. Creative Faye and I and an amazing artist named Fabrizio, we have a collab stream coming up on the 18th on her channel. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, so thanks you all for watching, and I'll call it good here. So y'all